label on a life. Put a label on a lifestyle. You know? Put a label on how you wake up every morning and go to bed at night.
So in this third video, I'm talking about how healthy eating, or not healthy eating, but eating right, totally different topics. Clean eating, eating right, or whatever, can be detrimental towards your success. Loosening up the reins on those dietary rules may be the best thing that ever happened to you. In the last video, I talked about how no one can ever know what you really should be eating, how much you should be eating, when you should be eating it, because there's just too many factors to be considering. Now, the problem with eating right and these books that say you gotta eat this way and eat this, but don't eat that, that's good, that's bad, is that a lot of times these things incorporate this underlying idea of like, you shouldn't trust yourself. You're going to be addicted to sugar and all these sorts of things, and we are predisposed to be fat and sick and weak and everything, and I've talked about how that's a bunch of garbage in previous videos and stuff, but the bottom line is, they're like, your appetites, your cravings and everything, they're not right, they're not natural. The parallel I'm always thinking about this is like the old religious connotations of like, you know, oh, you want to, you know, be rich. Oh, you want to have fun and enjoy yourself. You want to, these primal appetites for foods, for leisure and little bit of laziness, even things like sex. You know, it's like, oh, that's a bad thing. You should fight that sort of thing. But these dietary rules are just like this. You know, it's like, oh, you have the craving for sweet, sugary, baked, fatty things. That's a bad thing. No, it's not. It drives me crazy how people will say, oh, we've evolved to be fat. We've evolved to store fat. We've evolved to crave these certain foods. It's a complete misunderstanding of evolution. Evolution, the idea of like we've evolved to have these detrimental traits. Evolution does not evolve detrimentally. Evolution goes towards things that are beneficial. If something's detrimental, it goes the other way and it gets weeded out of the species. Okay, so if we've evolved to crave sweet things, that's a good thing. It's our awareness and the use of these things that is off kilter. And 9 times out of 10, it's these damn eat right methods that have basically bastardized and perverted the whole idea of what a healthy diet really is. So this idea of like, oh, if you want sweets, if you've got cravings, if you want this and that, you've got to fight yourself, and you're going to have the this emotional thing of what you want to do. You got to fight yourself and everything like that. This is absolute nonsense. It's garbage. It's the worst thing you could possibly do. The thing is, you are the only person on the planet that can know what's healthy for you. How much you should be eating, what you should be eating, when you should be eating, what circumstances. No one on earth can ever know that for you. It's impossible. You know, tomorrow, okay, you wake up, time for breakfast. Eggs, okay, great. I don't know how many eggs you should eat. I don't know if they should be hard-boiled or scrambled. I don't even know if you like eggs. There's no way I can know that. You're the only person in the world who can figure that out. However, when we are going after this idea of like, oh, you're predisposed to eat bad foods and you're predisposed to eat too much and be fat and sick and lazy. Basically what these things are telling you to do is fight that idea of listen to yourself. Listen to what you really want. Listen to how these things make you feel. So the eating right methods are literally shutting the door on the very thing that can make your diet as healthy as possible. It's like, but I want a cheeseburger tonight. No, you're not supposed to be eating that. Fight that craving and everything. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Great, cheeseburger. Do you really want a cheeseburger? Maybe you want some protein. Maybe you want some steak. What do you really want? What are your appetites really telling you? But when the diet rules are telling you to fight your appetites and fight your cravings and stuff, you might as well just shoot yourself in the foot. You're fighting against the very thing that is telling you what you should be doing to be optimally healthy. So there are my 3 videos on how eating right can be holding you back. So let me know if you have thoughts, questions down below. Till then, be fit, live free.